Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF video. Today we'll be taking a look at the very highly anticipated Thermaltake Riing RGB fans. Now these are the 120mm versions, and the kit that I've received is a 3-fan pack with one controller. So it says 3 fans, 1 controller. So I do believe these will be coming out in just the fans because the controllers can do more than the 3 fans. But to get the RGB effect, you need to use the controller. It's kind of like, well, when you buy an LED strip, you get the little controller, the LED strip plugs into it, and then you have all the functions via the remote. Whereas this will have the controller, will do all the functions via the controller itself. Now, I don't have a price on these yet. I can't really find any of these in retail stores yet. So we'll just have a quick look at some of the features on it. I don't want to spend too long. So as I said before, these are the 120mm fan dimensions, standard thickness of 25mm, 12 volts, fan speed go between 800 to 1500 RPM. And okay, so it looks like they got 2 models. So I've got the ones that max at 1500 RPM, max dBA reading is 26.4, max airflow is all the way to 40.6 CFM. So that's not too bad. Noise level, as I said, 26.4. Max static pressure is 2.01 millimeters HTO, and the connector is 4-port PWM connector, and then you've got the fan controller connector as well, and the weight is 161 grams, which will be this whole pack, I believe. All right, now moving on to the actual fans themselves. So what I want to do in this video is, instead of me playing around with it and then doing an expert video, I want to sort of go from the start and how a novice person would hook this all up, because I'm not sure how complicated it is. It might be a piece of cake, it might be a bit of a mission. So I just want to sort of go through there, and I myself am interested to see like what happens if you don't use this controller. What color do the fans look like, and things like that. So opening this up, we get you 1, you get your 2, and you get your 3 lots of screws for your fans. It looks like you also get some double-sided adhesive Velcro to be able to stick the controller down. All right, so we'll just have a look at the fans themselves. So I do like this box. It's a nice compact small box with plenty of information on it. Now let's have a look at these inside here. What's this one? I'm pretty sure this is just a warranty one. Yeah, product warranty. We won't look at that one. We want to look at this one here. All right, so you get your 3 fans. You might not be able to see this too well. You get your 1 controller. You get your controller cable, which is this one. You get your short screw, you get your long screw for radiators, and your Velcro, which I said before. So it looks like you don't actually get any fan extensions. When you buy the standard Riing fans, you get you also get those Molex extensions and things like that. But because this is going into a controller, you don't actually get that. All right, so one thing I've had to grab was I had to grab a Molex to the standard fan connector, because this unit seems like the extension cable you get for it only connects to your motherboard PWM. So for this video, for this purpose, I've just had to plug it into a Molex, which will then plug into this this lead, and then it will plug into the controller. So it looks like this will only go into your motherboard, probably because this is PWM controlled and the fans are PWM as well. The standard 4-pin, which is a step up to the previous previous Riing fans, because they were just your standard 3-pin fan connector. So we'll just run through these instructions. So it says plug it into your main board, but we'll plug it into here. Then you plug this one into the back of the little controller here, like so. Okay, so that's in there like this. And now we'll plug our 3 fans in. Now it does note that you need to plug the primary one in first, which has a little dot on top of it like that. Plug this one, I'll just get these plugged in. Okay, so they're all plugged in now. All right, so let's have a look at the control. So we've got a speed, a play, pause, and a mode. So there's actually 2 fan speed modes in here. We have a normal mode between 800 to 1500, and we also have the low noise for 400 to 1000, and they actually are LED noted on the actual controller. So when it's blue, it is 800 to 15, and when it's red, if I hit speed, it's now red, and it's now gone down to your slower 400 to 1000. So that's pretty sweet. So I might just turn them back up. Right, so play pause. When you switch to, I'll just have a look at the play pause. When you switch to 256 color mode, click memorize, clock the color you want, and click OK. Okay, so that looks like any colors you want. We'll just go through the modes, switch over between 6 modes, red, blue, white. All right, and then it's got like a little loop to show you how to do it. So we'll just go through the mode. Right, so now we got blue. That'd be a purpley color. So we got green. That's off. Now we got a cool flashing. Okay, so that's going through. Is that changing? Yeah, so now we got green. I might just let this loop for a bit. Blue. Slightly darker blue. It'll probably come around to purple. And it's probably just going to go through all the colors. Let's see what else we got. I think we're back to the standard red, blue. All right, so the play pause button is simply a button added to pause the color you want when it's into the 256 color cycle. So say it's going around and you find a color you want, it's matching your build, you can simply pause that, and then that's paused it. So that's whatever color blue that is, and then you can push it again and it'll continue on its cycle. So what I might do is, I'm interested to see if you power off, is it going to remember your color? So I'll try and find a pretty distinguished sort of pink. All right, so we've got that pause there. I'm just going to completely cut this power like this, because just admit, every time you turn on your system and you found a color, you don't want to be trying to reprogram it to choose your color again. All right, so let's turn it back on. All right, so that's pretty sweet. It looks like it's found that color. We might just do another one. So I just unpause that. It may have got lucky. So let's go. It's like a yellowy sort of color. Cut the power. All right, so that's pretty sweet. Now when it blinks each time, that means it's on the mode that is in the color cycle, just so you know, because normally you've got your red static, your blue static, your white static, your green static, and then it is off. And then the next one, when it blinks 4 times, that's when it's doing the 256 cycle rotation, as you can see. So that's pretty sweet, and they pretty much look like the same as the standard standard normal ring fans, except I must say the braiding is much, not the braiding, but there's a much thicker tube than the standard ring fans. So another test I want to do is I want to see what the fans will do if I plug them straight, bypass the controller, and plug it straight. If I can actually plug them straight into the into, say, your motherboard or a power supply. So I'll just plug this in like that, and there you go. As you can see straight away, it doesn't use any LED activity at all. They're just not lit, but it does still power the fan. I assume if you plug this on the motherboard, you'd still get PWM control, but you just don't get the LED lighting effects. I'll just try a second one just to confirm. Yep, exactly the same. So yeah, you don't get any fancy LED functions. So you definitely need the controller, and it looks like one controller will do 3 fans. I maybe thought you might have been able to do more fans on the controller, so maybe you bought the pack of 3, you got a controller that could do 6, so later on you could just buy the fans. I'm not quite sure if Thermaltake will be doing that. They might be releasing out a bigger, beefier controller that could do up to, say, 10 fans, and then you can just randomly buy the fans individually, because you don't want to have to keep on buying a controller and then 3 fans. If they had a sort of more options, would be pretty sweet. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Quite impressed on how these work. It's certainly something else that's not available yet, or definitely not available on the retail market. These should be are releasing pretty soon. I don't have a price on these, but I know that Scorptech have already done a video showcasing these as well, so they should have them in stock pretty soon. But yeah, just want to say thanks for watching, and thanks to Thermaltake for sending these out.